Hi there guys, and welcome back to Naturally Rawsome. I'm Eva, and today I want to talk with you about a very different topic than usually, because today I want to tell you how you can make your dreams come true. And I'll give you some examples how I did it and how it worked for me. So are you excited to get started? Then let's get started, and I'll tell you what you need to do to make your dreams happen. So about a few weeks ago, I started reading lots of spiritual books. Not that I did not read them in the past, but not with the same cautiousness that I've read them now, and with the same willingness to do the necessary steps to make the changes happen. So I read books like The Master Key System from Charles F. O'Neill and The Secret, as you might know as well, and books from Louise Hay, Pierre Franck, etc. I'm sure there are many more examples. Oh yeah, Eckhart Tolle. I haven't read a lot of books from him, but he's a pretty good inspiration too in that field. And what I've learned from all of these books and from YouTube videos is that the most important things to make your dreams come true are that if there is something you really want, first of all, it is important that you really want it and that you truly want it from your heart and your soul, and that it is your dream and not anyone else's dream, that it is what you want and what would make you happy. Because if you wish for something that someone else has because you think, well, that looks great, I might want to have that too, well, in the end, even if you will get it, you will realize that it won't make you happy, because only the things that you truly want will make you happy. And if dreams that are not yours come true, at least you get a good experience and know that it is something that was not your dream. But let's come back. And the second thing is that you have to believe in it, and that you have to believe in it really coming true. This is something that a lot of people struggle with, and sometimes it is very hard it's hard to imagine that some things that seem impossible might come true. But never give up and work for your dreams, because the third important thing is that you can't just sit there and say, oh, I want that dream body, I want that dream body. Nothing will happen. You have to take action. You have to get the knowledge, and you have to get up and move your body, take the necessary steps to change your diet, and be willing to do the changes in order to reach your goal and to make your dream come true. And the next thing is, if you cannot really believe in it right now and you can't imagine it coming true, the next best thing you can do is work with affirmations. That is how I did it, and it worked for me pretty well, especially in the last few months, or let's say last year. So use a certain phrase or a quote that you tell yourself every morning, midday, and evening. The more the better. And even if you don't believe in it, you will train your subconscious mind. And this is the important part, because the subconscious mind is where all of your dreams will, or let's say where the universe will work on making your dreams come true. The subconscious mind is always working and never takes a break, because it is centered in the solar plexus, right behind your stomach. And your subconscious mind is also responsible for keep your body going. And it can never stop, because otherwise your heartbeat would stop and your body simply wouldn't function anymore. So unlike your cautious mind, your subconscious mind is always working. So you need to train your cautious mind to influence your subconscious mind with those affirmations. There is one more thing I almost forgot, one important thing. One thing how you can implement the affirmations into your daily life is by telling them to yourself or listening to them by any kind of meditation right after getting up and right before going to bed, because it's that time when we're already in that sleepy mood or dozing off. That's when affirmations work best, and when they get transferred into our subconscious mind the best. And that's how I do it as well. I think about what I want in the morning right after getting up or when waking up, and I listen to meditation before I go to bed and listen to it while falling asleep, so it can influence my subconscious mind while I'm sleeping. So now let me give you an example of my own life and how I experience my dreams coming true, and it is truly amazing and feels so good. So a few years ago, after I finished my education in a town hall, city hall, I went on a cruise for about a week, and I was so happy, and it was such an amazing experience that I thought, well, I might want to work on a cruise ship one day to travel all the time and have that cruise ship experience for longer than just a week, because if you're cruising as a tourist, it's pretty expensive. So I thought if I would work on a cruise, well, then it might be a cheap alternative and I can travel for free, kind of. Yeah, life went on. I had that wish, thought about it for a couple of months, maybe a year, 2, and then life happened. I started studying, went to the university, and well, all of a sudden, few years went by. What happened to my dream? Nothing. Even though I went on a cruise vacation once or twice after that, and that still brought up the wish again. And after I finished all of my university time, I did not really know what I want to do right now. Applied for jobs, did not succeed, and was kind of lost. Then I went on a cruise vacation again, I think, and remembered that I once wanted to work here, right? So why not apply for it? Just go for it. I've got nothing to lose and I can't find another job right now anyway, so let's try it. Well, that's what I did, and it took quite a while without any response, and a few weeks after I got a message from a friend, and he wanted to meet up in Switzerland and go for a tour, and I said, well, let's go. I was picking him up at the Rheinfall from Schaffhausen, and while I was waiting for him, I was all by myself, and it was early in the morning, so there was no one else around, and I thought about myself, well, this is a kind of a perfect moment where you throw a coin in the water and make a wish, right? No one is there. And that's what I did. I threw the coin into the water and wished myself that I would like to work on a cruise ship. And guess what? we had an amazing day visiting cities and touring Switzerland. Went back to the hotel and I got an email from the cruise ship company and they invited me for a job interview. And this, my friends, is how fast the universe can work. Yeah, if it's something you really want and you believe in it coming true, there will be a way. So I was pretty excited about that interview and kind of really nervous because I really wanted that and I didn't want to mess it up. So I learned all of the excursions and read all of the necessary things that I think one might have to know to get that job. And then I went there and another kind of miracle happened, and usually they do a pretty strict assessment with the interviewers. But right on that day I went to a swimming hall and was already pretty confused. Met a lot of other people who were also invited to do an interview. And they all applied for jobs like divers or bikers, golfers. And I thought, and I was wondering, am I the only person who applied as a scout or as a tour guide? Well, that's how it was. So the interviewers were not prepared to do an interview with a scout instead of testing all of the bikers and divers. So all I had to do was had a nice conversation with them, and they said, we're not so sure if you're the perfect person for this job, but you're definitely a consideration, and if you truly want this, and be sure to think about it again, if you can really imagine doing this job, then simply call and we'll get you signed up. Did I have to think about that? Well, maybe for a second, but not very long. And about 3 months later, I was on a cruise and got my dream job. This is how the universe can work and do its wonders. So my message to you is never give up, take the necessary steps and go with the flow. Never be too fixed onto something and too tensioned about something. Let it go, let it flow, and things will take its way and will get you where you want to be. If it is something that you truly desire and believe in. So never give up and keep on working for your dreams. So now it's your turn. Make your dreams happen, and I really wish you that they will come true just like mine did. And if you enjoyed this video, then be sure to give me your thumbs up and maybe tell me in the comments about some magical thing that happened in your life or some dreams that came true for yourself. And if you really think about it, I think you will find something that once came true and that you've been wishing for all along, but you just forgot about it. Think about it and I'm sure you'll find something. And as a closing thought or as a closing quote, I will tell you will read you my favorite kind of quote from James Allen. And I got this beautiful picture that I always have on my mind. And it says that you are today where your thoughts have brought you, and you will be tomorrow where your thoughts will take you. James Allen. So be careful what you think about. Always think about the positive things and never give up. Have a wonderful day and make your dreams happen. And as always, keep it light and simple, and as always, naturally Rawsome. Bye.